So I want to talk about the Tesla coils and what the audio jack is actually for. Okay, I see people out there and they're like, "Oh, you can play music." I'm like, "What do you think it's for, guys?" Frequency. Frequency? Yes. And so when you have your plasma coil, right? Everyone's like out there and they're touching the coil, da, 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 and I'm like, "Put it on 528. Put it on one of the solfeggio frequencies and see what happens. Put it on a frequency of a crystal that represents a certain color, and then wrap that crystal in copper, put it above the thing like a little pendulum, let it hang there for a bit, and then pulse the frequency of that crystal. If you know what the resonant frequency of crystals are, then we're going to be able to pulse. So this is what I want to do actually, is I want to create a book with you guys. In this book, it's going to show you all the different elements of the periodic table, but it's going to show you what its resonant frequency is, and then it's going to show you what the benefits are of induced frequency at other levels, because some particles will operate in different ways. And then also, I want to give a list of the monoatomic gases, the monoatomic elements, and what they could be used for, because I think a lot of us, we just kind of stop there and we're like, oh, those are the elements, great. I would like to see on the periodic table and then have underneath like the resonant frequency of each molecule, so you can kind of figure out, oh, I just plug this in and tune it to this, and you don't have to, like, there should even be an app for that where you go on and you can just boop, plug your thing in, put it on, and beep, it's the resonant frequency of that. And so we're actually going to run these different types of tests so that we can start manipulating energy. This is the cool thing now. Now that I'm starting to understand about different types of tech, they went into the King's Chamber, and they found out that by twisting copper wires in a figure eight, but at a certain length, the length has to be correct because the length determines the hertz. Okay, so 144,000 hertz, there's a measurement for that. I'm going to show you guys what they are, but we're going to create these halo, basically headbands, that create what they call portals of light over your head that go over your entire body. Now we're also going to create the solfeggio frequency ring set. That ring set's going to come down your front here, and there's going to be a rock embedded, or a crystal slice embedded in each of them, and that is so we can emit the laser to it so that it'll induce photon light, but then also that will also the rings around it are going to be correlated to the energy center grid lines of your, what I call meridian grid lines, what some people call your circulatory system, your nervous system. They're all connected. People say that this is new age. I'm like, this is actually science, and they've just taken it and used it for their religious practices. We take stuff and we use it for ours. You just got to figure out what's good and what's woo-woo and run tests and see what you like and throw the rest away.